Welcome back to another edition of Toys Equals Midlife Crisis Squared. The guy who just can't seem to get it together today. Oh well. I hate tax time. I do. It brings about the hatred in my gut. And then that hatred comes out on screen. And then you get to hear about it. Through this video, you will hear my hatred. Yes, sorry. This wave is brought about, or it came about during a time of much hatred. And yes, hatred. Hate. Will I hate this figure? We don't know. Actually, we do know because I got another one and I already opened it and looked at it. So, boom, I lied to you all. Anyway, so this is number 60. 'Tis the Crimson Bat. And we get the overused artwork that we've seen a couple of thousand times. Sometimes with complete face, sometimes not with complete face. So, yeah, okay. And, yeah, okay. And, whatever. So, let's get him out of the box. Because we said so. And now it is your turn. Okay, there he is, out of the package, as he was unclipped from his ropey rope prison. And, not too bad. Not too bad at all. We'll get the lovely paint apps. They all seem to be accurate. Got a long neck. Let's see it. We got a lot of, kind of loose. Well, okay, maybe that's not so loose. There we go. Okay. Rising up to the T-pose. Why not? No gummy legs. Well, maybe that one's a little gummy, but probably because of this. Oh, that is tight. Okay. Yep. All right. Yep. Oh, that was easier. Boot. Those are kind of wonky. The feet doesn't. Okay. So there you go. Anyway, we all have seen a bat. We all know a bat. Bat this, bat that. All right. Batter up. Making a couple of adjustments as need be. So, accessories are exactly the same. You get, backpack. This time with just like the Python Patrol, you get the paint app here. They won't show up because of my hated technology. I don't know why it can't focus on that. It's so stupid. There. See, look, I forced you to do it. Stupid machine. Yeah. Broken head. Looking about the same as all the other ones, really. Just that it's a red plastic. Clean plate. Now, the numbers, the significance is that the top one is saying that it's the third bat in the series. Of course it is. And the year was 2022 when it was made. That'll never change. Broken one. Yay. I'll never use it. Laser hand. Unpainted this time. Unpainted gun. Unpainted claw, but they've never been painted. Unpainted flamethrower, again, never been painted. Eat your head. Alright, so I'd heard tale that some of these were loose. Now here's how I load mine out. So let's see if it accepts the loadout without falling out. Okay, that did not go in. Holy crap. Well, it went in this time, but it's loose. It'll probably fall out. Yeah, see, look at that. It's loose. That's not good. Flamethrower is a little loose. It's not giving me the good. Well, that snapped in. Yay. You know what it is? There's not enough of a bump on that. And so the hole, it's not snapping in there like they did before. This one's not bad, but this one is a big ball of failure. Right. Paint app on the back. Okay, well, at least it fit. Yay. Gun. Holster that sidearm. Soldier. Anyway, okay. Yay, who cares? Oh no, blew it off. Yay. So I'll probably end up changing that. Well, I'm going to keep him out because we need to go through this comparison regimen I'd originally wanted to go very much in depth with, but I had some trouble with my research, so we didn't do that. So we're going to be right back. All right, so here he is next to the other two bats, the primary bat and the second bat over here. Now, the paint apps are weird, and I'm not going to lie. I had even adjusted mine. I painted the back vents here because all the rest of them did, and I painted these little clips on the shoulder pads because I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna make them match up whether they like it or not. Because quite frankly, it didn't make a lot of sense. So what I had tried to determine, or my theory is that there's a paint quota. That not only are you allowed only a certain number of colored paint, but you're also allotted only a certain number of locations, because it's the only thing that makes sense. I mean, they could be like, oh, we just want to save money. And that's probably true too. But why have more paint apps on the original than you do everyone else, right? So, for example, his chest has 3 colors. It's green, yellow, and red. And here you have silver and black. That's not painted. That's part of the plastic. And on this guy, take off his expensive thing there, he only just has gray and red. No other color. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why did they have to paint this rod? Here they painted it yellow. They could have just left that silver color off and just left it red and black like the other one. Why paint it silver? It doesn't make any sense. And when this came out, they originally did not paint the vents yellow. They just left them black. But on the other ones, they all painted them silver. I mean, why? Why go that far, you know? Now, the other thing that's a bit different is none of these two have any kind of paint on the legs or arms. But here, they painted the shoulder and edges. They painted the sides of the legs. So there are paint apps within paint apps. Like here, it's like they painted some red and then put gray and then painted red on top of that. It's like, Jesus, you know, it's just weird. Then they have 1 applique and 2 appliques, but the rest just have 1 applique. How do you interchange it? And why is it that, you know, black on the wet gear, silver on the wet gear, nada on the wet gear? So what's the deal? Like they wasted a paint app somewhere? I'm guessing. Just as a guess. Remember, they didn't paint anything here. They left them all silver, and that's fine. And here they at least painted the blaster gray, or kind of a gray metal. But here they didn't paint any of that. But what they did do was paint the figure. So it's like they cost. So it's like, well, you can either paint the accessories, which they did at least a little bit, or you can paint the figure. One or the other. Pick one, right? So they figured, well, with this one, they didn't paint the figure, really, except for the chest area. So they were able to afford to paint, say, the blaster and the wet gear. Same with him. They didn't paint anywhere else except the chest. So, hey, you can paint the wet gear and whatever. And here they chose, well, we're not going to paint any of the accessories. We're just going to, you know, because we painted the actual figure. We spent a lot of time in paint there. And this is not painted. I think that's glued on as a separate piece. That's a totally different piece of plastic. And it's the same for all of them, really. They almost all got, except for that color, but they all just got a glue on. Very interesting, really. So there you have it. I mean, and they did not paint, chose not to paint on the Python Viper the back of the boots. But here, on all these, they painted it all the way around. And I was tempted to bust out some black paint and paint it all the way around, make a match. But to be fair, I didn't do the best job I wanted on those. I thought, you know what, I don't want to screw it up any further. So I'm just going to leave it alone. Leaving it alone. Totally. Like totally. But all the rest of this black plastic parts, just probably the same. They've saved a ton of money on this cash grab, albeit a cool cash grab. Now, what I wanted to do was I'd originally had this for the Python Patrol, but I'm thinking of switching it to just the pitch black on those, and then use this here red one on this. Because I thought, you know, that might actually look pretty cool in my book. What do you think? What are your thoughts on this coolness? And I think I'm going to leave that as the comparison. I mean, you don't need to see half a dozen of my other toys that you've already seen, because I haven't got anything new to really compare them to. And whatever you've seen before. This is really the comparison everyone really wants. Oh, you know what? There is. Probably should get should compare the things that he'll go with, right? Right. All right. So here's who he goes with, right? You get one of the Tomax twins, Tomax Zaymot, and the Crimson Guard. Now, to my eye, they don't look like the same red. Sorry, they do not. The Crimson Guard is definitely brighter in color than the Crimson Bat. And yeah, no matchy on the Crimson parts to, yeah, they're not close. They're all different reds. They're all different. Whatever, they're red. They match as much as they gonna match, I guess. Whatever. Still got them. They're still part of the collection. They're part of the army. They're gonna get used. Whatever, folks. So I may or may not get any more of them. I probably won't. I've got 2. I may just stick with 2. Would have been cool to have 4, but I think I'm just gonna wait and see if they go on sale. If they go on sale, I'll get them. If not, I think I'm sticking with 2, baby. Sticking with 2. 2 for 2.
Oh no, I seem to have a jam. What am I going to do? I can't switch it out because...